So hello guys, welcome back to my channel.
From his Toronto area apartment, Ashish Bhatia dishes out advice. His target audience, international students, many of whom see videos like these
received my Canada visa
and believe visas to study in Canada are easy to get. Bhatia says recruiters working independently of Canadian colleges and universities are selling a dream.
Have you seen a Punjabi music video? Driving those nice cars, having that Challenger and or Dodge Charger with them. The mindset usually becomes that.
It doesn't take long, he says, for reality to set in. High tuition costs, work restrictions, and an oversaturated rental housing market have forced some students into difficult living conditions.
So what will happen? They will have multiple people living in one 2-bedroom apartment, like 6-7 people.
It's a familiar story here in Kitchener-Waterloo. Supply of rental units has not kept up with demand. Just a few years ago, a unit that would get 5 or 6 applicants now gets 30 to 40. Last week's announcement that would cap the number of international student visas was made in part to address the housing crisis. Ontario, for one, will see 50% fewer new students, easing demands on housing, but taking much-needed money away from a sector that's getting less public funding than it used to.
The way forward would be for colleges and universities to punch up and not down, right? Don't blame international students, don't blame the students, don't blame the kind of low-wage workers that are on campus.
The scapegoating is a concern, but Bhatia also worries what will happen in India when the promises of easy visas are harder to keep.
But eventually what happens when you put a threshold on something? Competition rises, and then eventually, corruption also plays a really important role then.
Solving one problem, say critics, could create a bigger crisis altogether. Mike Drolet, Global News, Kitchener-Waterloo, Ontario.